Hello, my friends. My name is Unkie, and welcome back to Marrying Everyone in Harvestella. Another really fun episode I'm hoping today. Let's see, where is our little... It's this one, right? 640? We have a bunch of these. Hold on. I think it's this one. And then I saved this one. Yes, this one. This is the one. This is the one. We have 3 other potential marriage candidates today, and I'm very excited. I have been so delighted. The first episode where we married like the mayor and the unicorn was hilarious and a lot of fun. Ooh, let's listen to the beautiful rain. Do you know what this means? When we're finally done with this, we get to go catch ourselves a rare fish in Shatola. The first episode was funny. The second episode really warmed my heart, and I am really looking forward to. It has actually changed my expectations of these so much. So much. So we're going to do 3 more today. And I'm really, have you decided on who your life partner is going to be? Oh, yes, we have. Don't forget, a relationship is a 2-way street. If you haven't built that kind of connection with them, then there's no way it's going to work out. So I wonder when she says that, is it just not even an option to try and marry them? Or is there dialogue if you haven't maxed out relationship status with them and you try to marry them, they're like, nah, not into it. I'm curious. I wish I'd known. Oh, well, you just, you can't hit it all. Okay, so we're going to marry 3 new characters today, and we're going to start with Hein. We're kind of sticking with the same pattern where it's like, somebody, like a couple that I met and somebody I'd totally marry. But I say that now after the last episode. I'm going to start with Hein. I was so moved by the just interactions and the opening up of the characters in these that I was like, I don't even have, it's changed my feeling entirely. I have no reservations about the potential of marrying any of these people because they've all grown so much. We've grown so much as a character in the game that I think any bond, save for maybe Unicorn, but that was obviously meant to be a total joke. I guess Mayor and Unicorn. All of our lifelong companions that we've had the pleasure to journey with, the joy, the wonderful opportunity with, I would be super happy making any of them our life partners. So I'm really curious because Hein was one of the characters that I liked the least in the beginning, right? Because he was such a schmarmy, classic ladies man guy. And I really, really didn't enjoy that aspect of his character. It was just so cheesy and corny. But his story, diving deep into the water, literally, and then diving deep into the reason why he was the way he was, with the tragedy of losing Fiasala. Oh my gosh, I could not think of her name for a second. I had to look it up. The tragedy of losing Fiasala and how it motivated him from being scared of taking risks to being willing to put everything on the line for discovery. So beautiful. Not to mention the fact that we also discovered, we got a pretty intense piece of lore during his character side quest that we wouldn't have gotten. We found the American flag down at the bottom of the ocean, which basically told us that we were actually on the moon. We find that out later, but it was such a fun thing to discover in that moment because it brought the game out of just like a pure fantasy story and really made it feel in that moment like an allegory for what the world is now. And lessons, warnings and lessons. Thank you for your letter. It sounds like you've got something important to tell me. Let's talk about it at my atelier. I'll be waiting for you here in the evening. All right, in the evening we go. I have just been running to the town and just kind of hanging out because, anything that we do during the day is just going to take up precious time. And it's not even going to matter because we're just going to overwrite it when we resave anyway. So we're going to do that here. We are going to go stand maybe at the edge of the dock, maybe on the shore, something like that. And just wait. It's been so long. Gosh, I have to tell you, my friends who love the series as much as I love playing it, that I really miss playing this game as often as I was before. There's a sadness. There's a a sense of ennui, of melancholy. It's like missing an old friend, not being able to come in here and sit down, so excited. And I mean, I would plan out the episodes, I would write lists. I mean, you saw my freaking spreadsheets. I miss doing all of that with you. We'll get back to it because we have a lot of endgame stuff to do, but I just miss playing this game with you. Hopefully, in the near future, we will start a new playthrough in which we will get to dive into a whole new world with a whole new set of wonderful characters, and we'll get to enjoy that experience again. All right. We will sit here and use the magic of the internet, the magic of time travel to fast forward, and then we will marry Hein. I'll see you in a second. All right. It is now 7 o'clock. We are going to head to, excuse me, sir. We are going to head to Hein's atelier. And we are going to marry this man. Ooh, I'm pretty excited to see what he has to say. There he is. That is a really cool chair. This bird, I think I've mentioned it before, super awesome. If nothing else, Hein would definitely help with decorating the cottage. Okay. I love that music. Welcome, Unkie. I've been waiting. I must say I was surprised to receive your letter. Is it important? What is it you need? Do you need a sounding board, a shoulder to cry on? Something like that. I would like you to be my life partner. Dude, this dude's rich. Look at his chest full of gems. You give Hein a promise ring. So that's what this is about, is it? Unkie, would you mind if we go somewhere else? I know of a place with a beautiful view and a much more romantic atmosphere. Let's go. We knew this guy was going to romance us, right? We could have reasonably guessed it. That's his whole thing. And this is a beautiful view. So here we are. Unkie, I understand where you're coming from. But are you really sure? You may have already realized this, but I am a woefully obstinate man. Oh, we know how stubborn you are. I am sure there have been countless occasions where I have surprised you. So I'll ask you again, are you sure you want to do this with me? You're an honest man, Hein. You're true to your dreams. So yes, I love this. I love that they all, a number of occasions, they've been like, are you sure you want to marry me? Do you know what my flaws are? It's like, look, we don't ask people to marry us, to be our life partners because they're perfect. We make this commitment because we have come to know somebody, in many ways intimately, and have decided that flaws and virtues together make a package that we could see ourselves with for the rest of our lives. So of course, you are true to your dreams. You are an honest man, Hein. You are also true to your dreams. And that has to be probably the most beautiful thing about Hein, right? Will not give up in his adventures and explorations. You have been there with me through thick and thin. That much is certain. May I speak my mind? Of course. I think there's a reason to why I always talk with those I meet, wherever I go. It was something Fiasla said. I believe we spoke about this before. At the time, I took what Fiasla said to heart and really gave my all to find myself a lover. Of course, the results were less than fruitful. That's probably the part that hurts the most, honestly. Still, despite the countless failures, I noticed something through all those people I spoke to. By sticking to my old world, I was closing myself off to countless other opportunities. I have learned to see my relationships with people as importantly as I do my inventions, if not more so. Oh, this is beautiful. This is why I love these marriage quests. We initially complained, I mentioned this just a few minutes ago, about how Hein came off as such a smarmy womanizer. But Hein was trying to, follow the guidance of Fiasla that was like, go find a partner, go find love. However, Hein was so clinging, he was clinging to his inventions and was so caught up inside himself, at least that's what I'm reading from this now, that he was only putting out a front, a facade to other people, and it came off as fake. But in his journey with us, in the growth and development and the bonding in our relationship, he has come to see that people are just as important, if not more so. By making these relationships, you can expand your own abilities and the world itself. To expand the world. Go on. Unkie, you are my most treasured encounter. Oh, I didn't expect Hein to get me choked up of all characters, but here we go. Truth be told, I was never able to catch up to Fiasula on my own. Because I was motivated by the regret of losing her. She was like an older sister to me. But you made me realize that the purpose of this journey is not to depend on the past, but to face the future. And because of that, I could reconstruct the Fiasula and travel the unknowns of the deep sea. It was you who gave me a reason to move forward. You brought my feelings back to life. What a beautiful thing to say. This world is overflowing with places nobody knows of. I want to go to those places with you. I want to explore the world of the unknown. I feel just as you do, Unkie. I want to become your partner. There is no one else. So what do you say? Although I suppose it was you who broached the topic first. Here's to our future. I'll go anywhere with you. I love that so much. You pass the time with Hein in peace and quiet. Welcome home. Here we are. Let's see what he has to say. Yes, very good. I finished my appraisal of my appraisal. I mean of our home. To make sure it will serve as a suitable atelier, I will need to store my inventions here eventually. Please be gentle. Ha ha ha. Worry not. I am nothing if not a well-organized individual. I don't know. You kind of got gems just lying all over the place, papers on the ground. Well, we could kick out some of these ridiculous statues, and this would be an amazing workshop. Even if we these are consolidated the statues to a corner, you could have all this space. Oh my gosh. And doesn't he want to build an airship? We could knock out a hole in the ceiling, make a little airship port or something. That would be so cool. Oh, hello.
Good evening.
Evening. Look at him chilling on his stool. That's so great. Come to think of it, isn't our fireplace truly magnificent? We could even use it to dry our laundry, wouldn't you agree? So domestic. Okay, let's hear what his voice lines are as we leave.
Perhaps I'll just do some research until you get back.
Okay, that sounds great. And when we come home?
Good to see you've returned.
I love it so much. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We've got all that. Well, that was delightful. That one almost had me in tears. I'm not going to lie. It was so sweet. Okay.
Perhaps I'll just do some research until you get back.
Oh, enjoy your research. Time to move on. Who is next on the list? Wait a minute. No, wait. This is not how we do it. Every time. Okay. All right. Next on the list. All right. It's going to be Emo. I love Emo. Emo is such a sweet being. Emo is not even a human being. Emo is a siren. She's the last of her kind. And that is really significant in itself. But, what I think makes Emo's story was the roughest to start. I mean, she can't even speak our language, if you remember. She had to use a special amulet or ring in order to talk to us. And so when we first discovered her, we discovered that she had basically been imprisoned by the landlord of the tavern. I was going to sell her off, like literally human trafficker. It was absolutely horrible. And so of course we had to save her. But in that process, we discovered that she was basically a refugee, the last of her kind. And then she had this really intense journey of coming to find out her past, find out the truth of Lorelei, right? Lorelei, which was terrorizing the town of Shatola, right? Well, turns out Lorelei was actually protecting the town of Shatola, and that unfortunately a few of the fishermen were just getting caught up in the crossfire. And so she had moved into this town. She was adored for her singing, but her past and her, her heritage, her family, the last of her kind who sacrificed themselves to save her and the planet, were hated by these people because they didn't know it. It was an intense story. We really watched her stand up for herself and come into her own, and you could tell it was very, very difficult, and I admire that much about her. Now, in all of that, it really felt like an emo story. It really didn't feel like one where we got closer together. I was loved and happy to assist her in that. I'm at the Shatola Bar. I received your letter. I will be at the Shatola Bar this evening, so please come by and pay me a visit. I'll be waiting for you. So, do I have any sort of do I have like a bond? Do I feel like as a character in the game, I have this strong romantic bond with her? No, but could I make that argument with all of them? Yes, I think it's a matter of whether or not the character and the story resonates with you. And while I like the character, it didn't move me. It didn't pull on my heartstrings nearly as much as, say, Azel's story did, or Estina. Oh, I cannot wait till we get to Estina's story. Estina was probably the character story that was, I think, the most interesting and, unique in subverting my expectations of what I thought was going to happen. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. We're talking about emo. Well, let's just stand outside the bar this time. Well, that's my little expose, and we will now. Why don't we, oh, it's not even open yet? Come on. Well, we'll just stand right here and we'll wait, and I'll see you in a second. All right. Let me get situated here. When I am fast forwarding through through time, I'm really just watching YouTube. Okay, let's go. Let's go ask Emo to be our life partner. There she is, standing front and center in front of anyone. Is anyone watching? Are they going to watch my proposal? This is so bizarre. How awkward. All right. Well, it means we mean it, huh? Let's stand like this. Okay. You're here, Unkie. The bartender told me you would be coming. Let's go to the beach. We should be alone if you have something so important to say. Ah, beautiful. I love it. I would move to Shatola, honestly. If you think about it, right? Shatola is such a rad place. If you've ever spent time in any paradise like Maui or even I don't know, Monterey. Monterey is cold even during the summer, but it's so beautiful being by the ocean. I could not think. I mean, not a lot of farming to be done out here, but I guess I could set up sand traps or something. Anyways, the breeze feels so nice. So, your letter said you had something important to talk about. Is something bothering you? I want to help in any way I can. I want you to be my life partner. You give Emo a promise ring. Your life partner? Me? I'm so happy. It's really difficult to put how I feel into words, but I feel the same way. I want to become your Elsa, Unkie. Elsa? Is Elsa a siren word? Ah, I never taught you this word. I didn't know she taught us any siren. That's cool. And Elsa is someone special. They accompany you in song. If one does not understand their hopes and wishes just as strongly, they cannot sing their Elsa song. Are we going to sing? This might be unintentionally very comedic because we know that when we use the Woglinda job and Unkie sings, it's pretty bad. It's like, oh, it's not very good at all, but we will do our best. I think this is the same as the partner you described. I think it's the same too. Ooh, you're special to me. You're special to me too. I was scared at first. The first time I met a human on land, we didn't understand one another at all. The sirens, are able to communicate our thoughts and feelings using the bulla. I was so scared. Are you still scared? I'm not scared anymore. She has every reason to have been scared. Wasn't she just swooped up by the landlord and immediately forced to sing? It was terrible. The people of Shatola and I have come to understand each other. There was Lorelei, and then the Vigil, The bola may be gone, but I still have song. So I'm doing okay. You taught me how to be okay, Unkie. I owe you so much. This feeling of gratitude makes my heart feel so warm. I have been thinking to myself about how nice it would be to become your Elsa. Ugh. So for you to come out and say it, I couldn't be happier. You know what I love about this? Is that we've gotten hesitation and uncertainty from, other characters. We just experienced that with Hein. But with Emo, she's like, no, I love you and I want to be your Elsa. And the fact that you want to marry me makes me feel so great. Couldn't be more heartwarming. I want to sing these feelings for you. Oh, is she going to sing for us? A song for only you to hear. Please listen. Listening to Emo's song, you pass the time peacefully together. Let's let it play for a minute. That little nod they give each other is so adorable. I still can't believe I'm going to be living here with you, Unkie. Another new place to call home. Every day is going to be so much fun, starting from tomorrow. So cute. So freaking cute. Okay, let's hear her voice line. We've only ever gotten her voice lines in combat, and they're like, is it over? They're like always kind of scared.
Take care.
Okay, so now I get why. She's just got a very different accent. Nothing? Where is she? What? Is she outside? What? Ooh, where could she be? Is she by the water or something? Weird. That's the first time that's happened where they're not home. Interesting. I wonder where she went off to. I might have to check the wiki just to be... Okay. Waterside biome. Could she be over here? I wish we could pick those firelight fruits so bad. I've mentioned that a few times. I only notice them at night because they glow. Interesting. Well, that was absolutely sweet. Maybe if we go to bed, we'll wake up and she'll be there in the morning. Does she run off to Shatola at night? I'm so curious. I kind of want to go look. Let's see. Come home. Yeah, she's not here. I doubt she'd be upstairs.
See you later.
Well, we know the tavern would be closed. Does the tavern close at 10 and that's why she's still singing? So she just gets home late? Oh, I wonder if that's it. There we go.
It's about time I went to sleep.
Oh, it's sleepy
Plants and
time.
crops begging to be harvested.
Will you calm down? I'm speaking to my life partner. Would you mind joining me for singing practice later? I'm thinking about adding to the types of song I sing at the tavern, but I'm a little scared to sing them out of the blue, so I'd like you to hear them first. 100%. Okay.
Take care.
Take care. And how about when we come home?
Welcome back.
Oh, so sweet. So absolutely adorably sweet. Okay.
Take care.
Wonderful. Okay. Return to title screen. We have one more that we're going to do today. We are going to leave 2 for the next episode, and that will be the last episode of Marrying Everyone in Harvestella. Who are we going to marry today? That is the question. Who are we going to marry now? Well, I'll show you. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's going to be Estina. Are you sure about this person? Really? Oh, I'm sure. Estina, I adore Estina so much as probably my favorite character to play with, and probably my favorite story, actually. I could not get enough of her character side story. I thought it was so cool to find out she was this like murderous assassin, right? Who was then hiding out as the, just a lady at an orphanage. And then we come to discover her dark past where she had to murder her entire assassin clan. And she was just, riddled with guilt about it. And I mean, I think that the choice she made was the right one. Wasn't there like a plot to kill her master, and so she protected him by killing everyone? But still, what a horrible thing to go through. I mean, I don't think that that's like something you can just walk away from. But what came from that was so fascinating. It was basically she believed, or came to believe, because of that horrible thing and the things that she did and the regret that she had, that she was undeserving of love. And it was clear too that Estina was such a warm and nurturing and loving character. I mean, she didn't just go hide somewhere. She didn't like Braca. Braca wanted to be alone after everything that he went through, right? So he found an occupation that kept him alone. But Estina, no, she went to work at an orphanage. She clearly had this need inside her to nurture and care for other people, but at the same time was so conflicted about that need, and really deeply believed. I felt this is what I got from her, that she was undeserving of that love and affection. I mean, she was even going to leave the orphanage, and then that manifested itself literally in that battle with her own dark side. And I loved that story so much because it totally subverted my expectations. What I thought, thank you for your letter. I'd like to talk to you in person, so could you come to my room in the evening, please? Thanks, I'll see you then. What I thought was going to happen, which is, a lifetime of watching like action movies, was that they were going to battle it out. And no, she just had a conversation with her dark side. And she was basically like, you're a part of me and I have to live with you. You're never going to go away. I don't get to conquer you. I don't get to eliminate you from my existence. So wait, what are we doing? We got Shatola on the brain. Oh, she is over here. I just have to accept you, and you're a part of my life now. And that whole thing, that conversation just blew my mind. I absolutely loved it. warmed me. And then on top of that, Estina is like my go-to. This is my go-to team, frankly. This is like the team of badasses right here. She's so freaking powerful. She's such an ass kicker. I love having Estina in the party so freaking much. Okay, so I'm assuming that her room is in the orphanage, so that's where we're going to go. Anyways, that's me gushing about how much I love and adore Estina. So I really can't wait to see how this conversation goes. I really can't. So exciting. Wait, is she here? Is it between 7 and 9? Usually is, right? Yeah. So I think it just gives me the little indicator, but then nothing comes of it. Can we stand on top? Oh, look at this little cute sand castle. That's adorable. Let's see. Can we come up here and just like, I don't know, look at the beautiful cherry blossoms or something while we wait? I like this idea a lot. Can we get a good view? There we go. I'll see you in a minute. All right. Let's go get married. What do you say? Hey, it's late. You kids should be inside. It's cute. Running around outside. They're not very good at this game, are they? It's still adorable. Okay, in Estina's room. I'm imagining that's a library. I called it. Unkie, you came. You wrote in your letter that you had something important to talk about. I know you just got here, but would you mind if we went somewhere else? Would you join me in the Jade Forest? This bridge right here is where she had that conversation with her dark side that I was just talking about. How funny. I think here should do. So, Unkie, before we start, would you listen to what I have to say first? Yes. From being the shadow assassin to running an orphanage, I've experienced so many changes. What kind of changes? How do I put this? I told you about my life growing up, didn't I? I was raised by the dealers of death. Nighttime was so frightening back then. Once night fell, my mission began. I would be alone in a forest just like this one for hours and hours. The wait to kill your target is a lonely fight at first. There were days when it felt like the battle would rage forever. Days when it seemed as though the dawn would never break. Even after leaving the dealers of death and living in Nemea, that hasn't changed. You're not able to sleep? I'm going to play a little stupid here. That's right. Oh, she literally has insomnia. Poor thing. But recently, the nights have become less frightening. I do not, for a second, think of Estina as someone that lives with fear. That is so fascinating. And that's thanks to you, Unkie. I'm so grateful to you. You pushed me towards this large turning point in my life. I lived my life in the shadows, but there were still so many people filled with kindness. The former head teacher, the children, everyone is so warm and kind. I was so afraid of that kindness. I didn't feel like I deserved it. I was only working at the orphanage to atone for what I'd done after all. But you gave me the courage to take steps into the light. You were the first to stand beside me and reach out your hand. Ugh. Honestly, I already know what you want to talk about. That loudmouth fairy you sent already told me everything. It's just freaking Flamo. But I want to hear it from you. Will you be my life partner? It would be my honor. Of course I will, gladly. I have so much respect for you, and I mean that. You give Estina a promise ring. What a beautiful shot. What a lovely little thing. I never thought I'd feel this way. Let's embrace life together for now and forever. You pass some precious time together with Estina. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. I'd heard about Bird's Eye Bray, but it's much quieter and calmer than I imagined. I hope we can make a lot of memories here, both normal, everyday ones and irreplaceable ones. I look forward to my future with you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, voice line.
See you when you get back. Don't go taking any detours, okay?
Okay. So cute.
Welcome back. I'm glad you made it back safe.
Neat.
Good evening.
Look at this. I love this little stool suddenly appears for some of them to sometimes sit on. I'll make sure I return home in the evenings. What if the children are acting up? On second thought, don't worry if I don't make it home some nights. I won't. I trust you. Well, these just get more and more heartwarming. I love doing this so much.
Get back. Don't go taking any detours.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So we have 2 more people to explore, and we will do that in the next episode. I look forward to it, but for now, I think this is the perfect place to end the video, my friends. Thank you so much for watching till the end. It means the world to me if you could hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. I love it when you do. I appreciate you all. I will bid you farewell, and I so look forward to seeing you next time. Jumper, what are you doing? Want to be part of the intro or the outro, eh? That's fine. All right, good night, y'all.